Good morning, happy Friday. Welcome back to the Den of Iniquity that is Ken Shaving and BSing, home of, your original Big Shave Biz champion, as always. And this morning, I'm one of these guys that kind of likes to match up soaps and aftershaves. Even just, maybe it's part of the collecting part. And while this is a commercial aftershave versus something like from an artisan, and it's probably the most mispronounced company in wet shaving. It's from Spain. It's only 6 letters. And I did some research, and it's almost like how my last name gets butchered. But apparently people who have been in Madrid and confirmed it say it's Lathering. So I guess it's kind of that sounds more like a Castilian Spanish pronunciation, but we call it La Toja, La Toja, La Toca, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to use the shaving stick, and we're going to get that going. And I picked up through Amazon, because this one's kind of hard to find. It's not in stock at Maggard. I don't think it was in stock at West Coast Shaving. I didn't look at a few other places, because I found a decent price. So I got the matching aftershave. And I'm going to prep this just to show you how it comes delivered. So you got your standard cap, and then inside it, and it actually did come off, so it's really pressed in there, is a smaller cap that goes on so you can actually kind of screw it down and fit it. So when I took the cap off initially, see, that happened. So I'm going to prep it. I'm going to put the cap back in. Actually, I'm going to leave it covered for now. How about that? So we don't get excess oxygen in, like somebody's live video talked about yesterday. We're going to use, just to lather up, we're going to use the Razor Rock BC Silver Tip Synthetic, one of my all-time favorite brushes. Great price, great look, great knot, 24mm bulb. And thanks to Ken Surfs, 'cause I was watching videos a couple days ago, I decided to break out my ball end tech, which you got to keep from Big Shave East. Thanks, Matt. And I'm going to use a blade that he put in it, and I've not really ever gotten along with this, but in the sense of retrying things maybe in other razors, I'm going to use a Gillette Silver Blue. God, don't wreck the car. Alright, who's watching in the car? What am I saying? So, and here's the packet. Of course, these are made in the St. Petersburg, Russia plant. Comes double wrapped, so here's the outer wrapping, and it's not a complete, as you can tell there's metal there, it's not a complete double wrap, but it is mostly double wrap just to protect the edges for sure. And of course, Gillette's notorious for egregious glue buds, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad. But you know what? Little tug there, and we're good. So I'm going to put the blade down lightly here. Great thing about ball end tech, it's compact, the head's super comfortable, but this handle, surprisingly heavy for a little handle. I believe it's heavier than a fat handle tech. Same head, and I have a fat handle tech. But seems like this one's just a little bit, this one seems heavier. And it's a small diameter, great aesthetic, classic razor. Alright, so let's pop the stick open as it falls out of its base. Get back in there. Alright, let's get that foil tucked in. There we go. So, water's warm. Got my distilled water in the bowl to dip the brush. Out of the shower, cleaned out, hydrated, ready to go. This is, I believe, 4 days growth. I am going to prep with the cube, since Silver Blue and I have not been friends. But the tech and I have usually gotten along very well. I really do like this I really do like the razor. I will say about this soap, it's nothing to write home about. It's a commercial shave stick. It's probably not even the best performing. I've primarily used Spike, although I used my Palmolive once. I've used my Wilkinson Sword once. But, you know, first time use, I may not have had enough soap. I may not have given it a fair shot. I'm going to wet the face a little more so the soap transfers, because really wetting the soap stick. All right, let's try that. So let's dip the tips of the brush and let's start lathering up here. Maybe the cube will help with this. So let's talk about the aftershave for a bit. When I got it a few days ago, it's clean, it's green, it smells nice. I mean, it's definitely a classic aftershave lotion. It's not meant to be a fragrance that's going to carry. So don't expect that. But it is pleasant. Greener than Spike, greener than my namesake Lee or Leah, however they pronounce it in Europe. It's probably Leah. Although in England it's Lee. But it's, I believe, a Spanish product as well. Oh, so I'm getting a nice lather from the soap. Okay. You're not going to kill it in the post-shave with this product, I don't believe, the soap-wise. I'm going to add a little more water. But this brush is a stellar performer. For a synthetic, great price, great look. All right. All right, let's warm the razor up here. Get that blade nice and warm. All right, and let's dive in, kids. Funny thing I realized yesterday when I was thinking about what blade to use. The Speed Shave that got me to the final round for, well, BSB there was a silver blue blade. Rich Hansen got in there, and a few others, and lo and behold, we used 40s Gillette Super Speeds pre-flare tip. Really comfortable razor. And Rich, Robert, and the two other gents in the competition for that round chose the silver blues, and I said, you know, let's make it fair across the board, and I did the same because of the same soap formula, same brushes, same razor, Let's be consistent, right? So apparently, in 5 minutes, mine is just ticking the top near my Adam's apple. I obviously got a good shave, so. So, don't know what to tell you for that. Well, it's admirable shave so far. Maybe this is the right combo for me. In terms of a silver blue. All right. It's a really decent shave. So maybe we're gonna have a change of opinion today. Who knows? All right. So put some more water on the face. Plenty of lather in the brush. You do not need to revisit the stick whatsoever. So this goes to show you kids, lesson learned if you're not as familiar with using a shave stick. Be generous with your application, I should say maybe use something like a pre-shave soap that's a lather builder. I use Phoenix shaving stuff, but you can get whichever one you want. I mean, Razor Rock has them, for God's sakes. So they're out there, and there's other products as well. But I'm getting a nice, I'd say a well-hydrated, well enough performing product here. So be generous with your application and give it time to lather. But you can revisit the stick. There's no fouls in wet shaving except for just taking it and dragging it straight down your cheek this way to like cut yourself open unintentionally. It's like, come on, man. All right. Ken Surf said he didn't get along with the silver blue either, but lo and behold. He had a weeper-free shave. With this exact razor and blade combo, so like I said in the previous video, maybe I need to revisit combinations because I did my tests all in the Rockwells. So I've used the silver blue in a Rockwell, I've used the silver blue in my 34C back in 2016, I believe. I got a little weeper there, but that's okay. But to be fair, everything has a... I mean, most products likely work unless there's absolutely something about your skin or hair type, your growth. That says otherwise. You know, I'm going to stop here because... No, I'm going to touch up some spots. I'll take that back. I'm going to do a full lather, but I'm going to feel around a little bit. Yeah, right here, and my standard neck area. But otherwise, kids, I think most products will work for most people if they find the right combo. Now, we're not always, not every wood shaver is privy to have a lot of stuff. Not many are as hobbyist as others. I'm, I guess, kind of a hobbyist at this point because of my soap and aftershave collection alone. I'm not a big brush collector, as I was telling some folks, but talking to Tristan Archer in Austin. As much as there are great artisans making brushes, I'm just not a brush guy. I admire them. I admire their work. It's great stuff. But I'm just not too much of a brush guy. Alright, we're going to stop there. We'll let the hair eventually dehydrate and recede to skin level. I find 2 passes and maybe a few cleanup spots is usually what I need. I mean, I don't need to do a full 3 pass. But everyone's different. Again, everyone's different. So you say, oh, you gotta do 3 passes, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. No, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything more or less than what you need. It's all about individuals. I was thinking, while I'm letting my face settle for a second, new in a what I call a, let's call it a non-shave video, because during the same video where Ken was using the tech and the silver blue, there was a discussion about how to deal with trolls. And in my, God, how long have I been doing this now? 3.5 years of making videos, I guess. You know, I've dealt with the trolls too, and some people stop their channels because they get harassed, and then there's also that's a serious part. The fun part would be the annoying things YouTubers do when they're speaking to the audience. For example, I watch a lot of fragrance reviewers, and also I watch this one guy called Stupendous Wave, who is a Star Wars fan. He's a Star Wars fan page. He also has Marvelous Wave, which is his Marvel page. And there's repetition involved with how he presents the story. He'll spend 3.5 minutes, so they're short videos, but he'll spend 3.5 minutes and he'll say the same thing 5 times, almost the same phrase. Alright, this is nice. This is green. This is very classic. I think if you want something towards a classic end, if you're a, I'm not saying it's the same scent, but if you're an Aqua Velva guy, you want something clean and green, I think Perazzo without the cooling effect, perhaps. That's another pretty good, it's a pretty analogous one. Yeah, you can, and then if you wanted to keep the scent building, go with the, if you're a frag person, go with something that's in the fougere range, something with some greenness. This is nice. Yeah. So, Toja, 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 not bad. I didn't do the alum today, but okay, so I didn't think about it. But honestly, a little prep, a little, nice, good application. Great performer. Brush did well. BC Silver Tip Synthetic, Razor Rock. Ball end, classic tech razor. Man, in a silver blue blade. Nice combo, kids. Yeah, this shave is going to feel really good. So with that, just goes to show you. Try things again. Try a different razor. Tech is a wonderful razor. Pick one up somewhere on the cheap. If you don't have a Gillette Tech, I think you're missing out. To be honest, it's a great, daily to every other day kind of shaver. Put your favorite blade in it. I think you'll get a great shave every time. As long as I've never been disappointed. So with that, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. Cheers. And why do I say that? Because two of my friends that have embraced me very early on in the video world, especially in 2017, was Chris Made in Australia, as you know, another Cabot with Chris, and Stephen Kier, the Suffolk shaver. I know he's not active anymore, but he's out there, and he's a good dude. We talked Marvel. We haven't talked in a little while. It's been a number of months since we chatted a bit. But I always say that just as a wink and a nod to them. Yes, definitely lifted. Totally admit it. Too sweet to the good brothers and good sisters out there. And Champ loves you. And I will see you next time for the next shave. Thanks for watching.